Bladder successfully emptied, and we're back. Whee! Alright, what are we doing next? Let's have a look. Turn to Phineas. What do we got? Starcross. Visit Hades Grave. Yeah, probably not going to do that one. I did that quest line in my last playthrough. I don't think we need to do it for the XP or anything. We should be fine. Turn to Giles. Sprouts. Been anxious to get back at the lab. Wait, where is that? Oh, it's Byzantium. Oh, we forgot about the Sprats. And we have to... Oh, we still have the gravesite feast things. Alright, let's clear up these two little tasks here. Let's do the Sprats first.
Supposed to be in the docking base? Yeah.
Don't like leaving little side quests like that undone. The companion quest we can leave, because like I said, I did that on my last playthrough, and while it's a pretty cool quest, and really quite touching, I don't think we need to do it for Bob Crankypants. He's not that sentimental. He's a little bit sentimental from time to time. But
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
Are they? That's fine.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Byzantium.
Good luck, Captain.
I wonder if towns ever lose aggro. I feel like we've been away for a little bit. In some games that might be enough. No, they're still red marked at me.
That episode from a few weeks ago?
Spacer's Choice Zero G Brew. An ale that's good for what ails you.
It's Spacer's Choice.
Remember that.
Alright, Spratman. Bee-bop-bop-boo-doop-bop. Use a Spratman. Oh! Because they're all pissy at me, I can't complete this quest either. We can kill him just to get the quest off the board, or we can wait and see if they actually de-aggro. I'm going to wait. If it de-aggros, I want to see what happens when we hand him back all his sprats dead. Let's get... This town's too heavily populated. I can't get far enough away from anybody to fast travel. Nope. I mean, I could kill everybody. Where the hell does that ladder go? How have I never spotted that there before? Huh.
Wow. Nice work.
Damn, dude. Ah, this is a stealth pathway. I see.
Searching for unauthorized person.
Here they come. Take them down.
Where are they? Guess I didn't kill everybody yet. God damn it.
Gotta reload.
me a shot.
I need backup!
Come on, over the rail. Oh, come on, over the rail. Oh no, I can get you through the rail. If I'm careful enough. Just not while he's trying to shoot his weapon, apparently. God damn it, whatever. Is he healing or something?
Nice, Captain!
Alright then. So, there's a ladder system in the river. Who'd have thunk?
All right, how does this sound?
It's not the best choice.
I'm afraid I can't
Huh.
go down anymore.
They do repopulate the guards. Unless I missed that one the first time around. Out the way, people. Hello. Who leaves lockpicks just laying around?
Whoa, I think I spoiled it. Don't!
Oh, don't need to go in there. Where the hell am I going? I'm all lost. I'm all turned around. Right, I can back on track now, right?
I've always
Yeah. I love how nobody cleans up the corpses.
I only wish they weren't showing.
C&P chicken and potatoes. At C&P, we know our C&P.
If I spit, think I can hit that mechanical down there?
It's a long ass elevator ride. Come on then. Make it happen.
I won't tell.
Good. Okay, so we have to figure out if that town's going to de-aggro before we can turn in that quest. Fine. We can do this one though,
Some
surely. We
crew
don't...
members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
Yes, I know.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
I think we only have one set of gravesite fees to sort out. Looks like everyone here is pretty cool with this. Different company though, isn't it? Right, are you upstairs? You're upstairs. Press the ladder.
You
Fellas?
the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Who the fuck you calling Tenderfoot? Graveside fees. Here to collect.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
That was...
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the...
I just don't care.
If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's clerk. Shame, though. You...
I want to get back to work. I know all this. I just forgot to do it the first time. Can we get out this way? Sure can. One more, I guess. Or are we
Friend of mine
returning? No, I
died a couple
think we're returning to the guy now, aren't we? Yeah, we are. No, we're not. Oh, yeah. Mr.
Please don't touch anything. Your
Savage.
hands are probably crawling with germs.
Ah, they know.
Physical hygiene.
Shut up. Show you my hands.
No, thank you. That's quite all right. I've seen enough body parts in my line of work. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death.
Silas sent me to collect your dues.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
You broke.
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
You can do it now. It's quality drama, Conrad. Should audition. Don't be beside himself. I don't care. Pay up.
With what? My own blood?
That's what it takes.
Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. And that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Don't have time for this. Just give me an eye at you.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
Your left leg. I don't have time for this. Something about gold teeth. I still have dead bodies.
Hey, I saw
I'm
that.
okay.
What do you think you're doing?
Whatever I'd care. I do that. Just nothing at all. In fact, you know what? Whatever the fuck I want.
Carry on. What can I do for you?
You sound like you had some training. You know thing about medicine. I know Eugene one uses. Here we go. Persuade.
You know about Eugene? How?
I was just in there reading your notes. Dig it.
You probably heard it from one of our local gossip mongers. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom.
You won't miss him.
That's unthinkable. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body.
You're gonna have to.
Yes, I suppose I must. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Goodbye. Repeatedly getting caught by guards has made you jittery, doubly so when roaming around restricted areas. Personality attributes -1. I don't think so. Bob Crankypants does not get paranoid. Bob Crankypants gets even. Skull Kid, welcome back. You got sidetracked with Tazbot vids. I don't know who that is. What do they do? What kind of vids they make?
Grave digging's a fine profession. Always work to be had, and nary a word of complaint out of your client.
Shh, 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 shh. This face you want.
You run into any trouble?
Hold on. Paperwork fees, signatures.
Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
Excuse me? I went out of my way for you. Have a little extra.
And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
More tangible, please.
Suppose you've earned it. One good
Yeah.
turn deserves another.
Let's not dub an Abernathy. Who cares about him? See ya. Yeah. What were you questioning my reliability about? Okay. That's cleaned up. Companion quest what I'm doing. City of Stars. Alright. Return to Phileas we go. In my playthrough, Harvey shot and killed Reed after I shut down the power. Harvey did? Really? Huh.
Huh? Oh, I am alert and awake. Not to worry. I take our ship's security highly seriously.
I know you do, sweetie.
Now
bit of
arriving
what?
at Phineas's top secret orbital lab.
Tazbot is a bot made to speedrun games in ways most humans can't. Ah, okay. So you value a small algorithm more than you value my content. I see what's up, Skull Kid. Is this because I questioned your taste a few hours ago? She went complete apeshit in his house. That's amazing. Didn't think she'd have it in her.
I've kept myself busy in your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me.
Well, I bought it all. Found your chemicals in mystery. The board was testing them on human subjects.
Human test subjects? Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board.
And also exactly what you did, Phineas. I put them out of the misery. Here's your canister of chemicals, by the way.
Thank you. You've brought me enough chemicals to get started, at least. I'm just sorry they came at the cost of human lives.
Eh.
Those poor people, they must have died in agony. What exactly was the board trying to accomplish?
Something about repeated reviving humans from extended hibernation. Never mind that. Halicon is about to collapse. The board has been covering it up.
I know! I've suspected as much for years. Of course, I don't expect the board to do a thing about it. They've been driving our colony to the brink of destruction for decades. The board's mismanagement put our colony on the road to collapse. If we don't put a stop to them, thousands of colonists are going to die.
Yeah, that's probably a bad thing. Gets worse.
Hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse? And the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself?
Yep,
I always
they'll
knew
drink and
Halcyon
shrink.
was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists?
Yeah.
The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers.
And Epstein didn't kill himself. I give up. Colony's a mess. I'm glad to put it behind me as soon as I get a chance.
What makes you think you'll get that chance? You'll be long dead before you make it to the nearest star. For better or worse, you're stuck with us here. Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all, and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope.
Can we just skip to the part where you asked me to do something insane?
Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius! Skip. We can skip the Hope. Don't you see? If we can't go to the Hope will come to us.
Go to FTL inside a star system? Yo, that's madness!
This is Sparta!
It's crazy. I like it. Fine,
Just
sure.
wait until you hear the details. I haven't been this energized since the time I injected myself with raw caffeinoid. If we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
I've got a healthy disregard for personal safety, but this sounds crazy, even to me.
Your instincts are correct. By any reasonable definition of sanity, this plan is crazy. Isn't it wonderful?
I don't understand a word you said, Doc.
I'm not shocked.
All I know is, if we're gonna hijack a colony ship, count me in.
Yes, excellent. I approve of your enthusiasm, young man. You should ask your captain for a raise. You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the Unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope's skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately.
Spider's insane. Need some time to get over. I'll do it.
I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answers to the colony's
Bloody hell.
The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers. Scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion...
Yes, we have to take the chance, I know. Quackula, hello there. How you been? Hope you've been well. What have you been streaming today? Thank you for the raid. Hope you're doing real well. Of course, it goes without saying, people, you should give that orange name in chat a bit of a click and give her a follow. Check out her stream sometimes. Lovely person. Met her at PAX Australia earlier this year. Friend of a friend introduced us. I was like, oh, I just made a new best friend. We get along famously. Already miss your hugs. Been streaming Skyrim. Ah, another deep RPG. Yeah, never quite got into Skyrim for me. Have you tried this yet? Because if you like Skyrim, you're gonna like this. Yes, Bunny Grove Minecraft. Well, of course you miss my hugs. My hugs are awesome. I got big, strong arms. I'll squeeze you like a deep toothpaste. I'll be back. Ooh, level up. You need to play this? Oh yeah, you do. Like, this is already my second playthrough. I finished the game, and within 2 days I'd started another playthrough, because I was like, yep, I'm doing this again, but I'm doing things differently. And this playthrough has been very different to my first one. My character's name is Bob Crankypants, and he just takes no shit. Oh, speaking of which, we should start breaking some of this stuff down. Right, let's go ahead and smoosh, 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 smoosh. Yep. Shot cannon. Already got one of those, don't we? Yep. But that one is pristine. We might try and sell that one. Oh. We got a brand new plasma cutter. It's way more powerful than this little diggly ding. And I think we have one more. Actually, the end damage wasn't doing much for us. I'm just going to switch that straight out. Let's sell that, because that might give us a little bit of a bonus there. Sword off. Break that down. Break it down, down. Break it down, down. Break it down, down. Attack shotguns. Down. Down. Groovy happy times. Alright, armor rating, where's that? Tech skills 5, don't need that. Ranged weapon plus 5, but only 11, don't need that. Sneak plus 7, no. No. Wait, that's our hack plus 7, don't get rid of that. Intimidate plus 10. Ooh, that actually might come in handy. We'll hang on to that. Intimidation plus 7, don't care. Nope. 1 hit melee plus 5, 38 armor. Nope. 1 hit melee plus 5. Nope. That's our engineering. We'll keep that. Lockpick, we'll keep that. Determination, don't need it. Dodge, don't need it. Block, don't need it. Dodge, don't need it. Damage to creatures, might need it. Persuade, don't need it. Keep that one. And a pristine heavy, we'll try and sell that one maybe, I think. Alright, how about some skill time? Be strong. I think you take shit literally. Well, yes, I take a lot of shit, but I take a lot of shit literally. Like I loot all the things, of course. Hands up in the chat who doesn't loot all the things when you're playing an RPG, because you're a sociopath. Metaphorically, I take no shit. Alright, we should be able to... Well, actually, we're already at 100 with our bonus from the hunter kit on our armor, so I might leave that alone. Let's pump lie, another 4 to get that up to 100 with our bonus from Felix. So now we're an expert liar. We have 6 points left. I'm going to pump that into lockpick. Skadoosh. Bob Crankypants is also sneaky. More armor rating, more skill. Yes. Take that one right off the bat. Skadoosh. Bob Crankypants. Leveling up like a boss. I'm a loot gremlin. Yeah, gotta loot all the things. It's one of the things I didn't like about Fallout 4. The inventory management, because you couldn't carry enough. I was looting all the things and I was getting overweight. Or encumbered. Well, actually both. All the time. So I spent a great deal of my Fallout 4 playthrough
Captain,
with
I hope Dr. Wells has not dragged you into one of his irrational schemes again. My diagnosis of his mental stability is not flattering.
Yeah, well. Yeah, I wound up using a console command to eliminate encumbrance completely in Fallout 4. It made the game a lot more fun to play. And I didn't have to worry about how much stuff I was picking up. Alright, away to the Hope we go.
We have arrived at the Hope. I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator.
Can do.
You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive.
What's going to happen if I skip the Hope? Tell me about the Hope. That's all. I'm fine. I understand what's going on. Klepto? I am a klepto in these games. Got to turn on the infinite carry weight sheet. That's what I always use in Fallout 4 since I'm on my 50th playthrough. Oh yeah, if you're on your 50th, definitely just get tired of dealing with that shit. But yeah, inventory management's my least favorite thing about a lot of games that have limited inventories. This game has been real good about it. Like, you'll get encumbered, but because there are benefits to breaking, there's, immediate big benefits to breaking down your gear, and you've got perks to boost it up, and your companions boost your carry weight and all that sort of stuff. I haven't had to deal with it much, but it's just enough to keep an eye on. It's good. It's nicely balanced. That said...
One with the shadows, boss.
One with the shadows. I'm starting to really like Felix. His dumbness is starting to become charming. What was I saying? Yeah, when I do my companion in this playthrough, because I'm going to do at least 2 more playthroughs, at least, in the immediate future. I'm going to do one without any companions at all. It'll be interesting to see how much missing their extra carry weight is going to affect me. Right. Root auxiliary power source to supplement. Yeah, that's just good. Patch right away.
We're not exploding, so I guess it worked.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, oh.
Quiet.
It's all over. It's all over.
That had to hurt.
Should have held those guys back. Damn it. I was going to see if I could sneaky Pete the whole fucking
That's
dock.
the last of them.
That is not the last of them, actually. There's one guy right there.
Let's take him down.
Keep being you! Don't mess with us.
She had good armor. Oh, guess we pulled everyone out of there. There's usually a guard or two in here. Hey, Sean, how you doing?
Nice going.
The biggest boost in Fallout 4 was the power armor. Oh yeah, the power armor was huge for carry weight. Yeah. Spent a lot of time on my power armor just for the sake of the carry weight. Actually, before I enabled the cheat, but also power armor is generally very, very good in Fallout 4. Extra radiation protection. All the stuff. The whole stuffing getter thing isn't all it's cracked up to be. On one side, the bathroom's the cleanest they've ever been since we left port. It's made my job a hell of a lot easier. That reminds me, there's a guy in the Groundbreaker stuck in a bathroom in a little mystery secret path. We should go free him at some point. I feel sorry for him. Alright, we have our ID cards, so we should be able to just activate our super duper stealth. Come on. You're not changing? Alright. Let's see. I don't think we'll shoot anyone we don't have to. Continue. Okay, I don't think we need any of that. That's just flavor text stuff. Hi. Alright. I think we need to go up this way. Okay. Messages, auto transcripts. Don't need to know any of that, but I do need that. Good on you, Bloody. Enjoyed your last video you made. Unless you don't know pro Fortnite players was thing. Yeah, it's a bit of an odd game for a esport. Because a lot of it's luck based, of course. Like the weapons you pick up, they're RNG generated across the map. It's very, very strange, but yeah. It's also not a very fantastic spectator game, because for most of the game, nothing much happens except people wandering through an empty map. Occasionally they have to shoot or avoid someone. It doesn't even get interesting until the last, 5 people. But yeah.
You gotta teach me that.
Enough people like Fortnite that they'll watch Fortnite being played professionally, I guess, even though there are much better esports out there as far as excitement goes. If we can just slip through here. Sure can. That's going pretty smoothly. Continue. Status.
Am I the only one who wants to scratch my name on one of those pods? Yeah, I figured.
Yes. You are the only one who wants to scratch your name on a cryopod that someone's sleeping in. That's what's happening here, Felix. Some more log stuff. Oh. Easy, robo friend.
Processing. Beginning security, but
Fine.
Still got it.
Crankypants run out of patience. Okay, root communications through the mobile.
I have successfully integrated myself into the Hope's comm systems, and am attempting to establish contact with the Hope's more primitive processor now. Would you like me to play a mood-suitable music selection while you travel to the bridge?
Sure.
Oh, sorry. File not found.
Oh, waiter. Right. So lies all the way up. In fact, we're... Oh, I guess we get an extra point from Ellie when we leveled up there. Is it weird? Alright, fine. Right, so we got long guns all the way up. We got lie all the way up. We can boost intimidate, but I don't think we need to. Lockpick, I think, is anything left we really need to plow into to make a bigger difference to how we're playing. Beautiful. 93. Thanks to Felix. Lock it in. Nope. Ellie, you can have another perk. More melee, because you tend to rush in and do melee, don't you? In fact, you both do. So let's give you both a little bit extra melee action happening. Alright, guys, we're good to go. We're good to go. Cough, cough, Smash Brothers. Yeah, Smash Brothers is a much better esport. Overwatch, if you want a shooter as an esport. I mean, I don't really encourage supporting Activision Blizzard right now, but Overwatch is a very, very good esport. It's very exciting to watch. Very fast-paced, always action, all that kind of stuff. Speedrunning. Yeah, speedrunning could be an esport. I mean, it's not competitive. Well, not versus competitive immediately, but yeah. It could be an esport. It'd have to be a very specific game, though, because... Or you'd have to have specific rules. To actually do it competitively, consistently, because, you know, world records can stand for years. So maybe if you do a side-by-side, maybe that's why you do it. Okay. At this point, a heavy machine gun back, please. Oh, wait. We still have... No, we've got the light one equipped. Can use that to deal with these guys. Alright. Are you going to be chill, or are we going to have to take you out? I'm not going to be chill.
I was just getting started.
Should we assign Sam for a cleanup?
It's like something out of that one horror serial. What was it called? Oh, yeah. Slaughter Island.
Alright. What are we supposed to do in here? Console's all messed up. Let's get to the bridge. What are we doing in here if we have to get to the bridge? Why am I in here? I seem to remember this console being active. Speedrunning generators. No, I mean sort of more specific rules for speedrunning. rather than what you can and can't do. I mean, certain specific restrictions to make it a little more consistent. Okay, pretty good.
Authorized personnel.
That's the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am curious to wake him.
Once we switch that thing on, we can get out of here, right?
Sure can. Gums. Vegeta.
Greetings, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer system. It's a rather cramped feeling, but it'll do.
Before I do this, tell me, Adam, I'm really doing the right thing. Hang on, I need to take care of something. Yep, let's do it.
Are you sure? That is extremely dangerous. Skipping the Hope will void the warranty on the skip drive. And also potentially kill an entire planet. How is my humor now, Captain? Improved?
Danger's my middle name.
Jump-starting the skip drive. Destination set to the rings of Terra 2.
I think this is the option to immediately end the game. If you skip it yourself, I think you plow right into the sun. Or that there is an option if you pick the lowest intelligence option possible. And the game ends right here. When you try and skip, you just plow into the sun.
In case I don't get another chance to say it, it's been interesting, Captain.
Doing it. I mean, affirmative. Skipping the Hope in 3, 2, 1.
Make it so.
ADA. Does your captain seriously intend to do a micro jump in system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years?
Yep.
A derelict ship.
That is what my captain intends. Yes.
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be held responsible for any damage incurred during transport, and this will cause extreme damage.
Extreme!
Yes, I am aware of that.
You should not be doing this. The humans will die.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are go. Captain, I would advise you to hold on to something. Now.
I love this bit. It looks so cool. Oh, that music's swell. Engage. Zoop. Ah, gave me chills again. My first playthrough when I got that moment.
Good. We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Terra 2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells, but he has not responded. Perhaps you should check in on him.
Did we move? I hardly felt a thing.
Yeah, we moved.
Was that an attempt at humor, Doctor? Certain levels of drollness are difficult for me to discern.
Very droll, baby. Yeah, when I did this in my first playthrough, after that little sequence, the first thing I did was jab at the key to record the last couple of minutes with the NVIDIA recording thing. It looks so cute. Whoa, hi!
Hey! I don't recognize you. Are you new here?
That speech happened just before I pulled my ADS and fired her at the head. I didn't realize I was in for a speech check. I forgot. I could have just taken her head off there. Lie. Surprise inspection, soldier!
Oh, hell. No one informed me of any surprise inspection.
It wouldn't be much of a surprise, would it? I filed the paperwork months ago. Are you telling me you weren't aware? There we go. That's the corporate line.
Sure I was. Must have slipped my mind.
You're a worse liar than I am. Move along.
Don't make more paperwork for me, all right?
DLC The Hope. Skip is canon and succeeds. Somehow will restore humanity and save everybody. Back into freeze to death and God. Hooray for not freezing to death! Oh wait, we can't get through this way. We have to go this way. Can I go around this way? No.
Reminder, for uniform maintenance will result in a citation.
Speaks check.
Error. Hope crew data not found. Identify yourself.
I gotta have it. Catch you soon. Alright, goodbye. Have a good one. I was in one of the pods. I just woke up.
Error. Hibernation pod access is illegal. State your employer.
Was that an attempt for the meme? Wait, that's illegal. State your employer. Spacious choice.
Registered. A fine of 10,000 bits will be assessed in your corporation's ledger for failure to follow proper hibernation pod procedures. Thank you for your cooperation.
It wasn't the best choice. It was Spacer's choice. And yes, I picked that option just so I could do that joke. Worth it. Alright there, soldier. Sound a bit sick. Alright, I think we're free and clear. Boing, boing. Run and leap and spring. I wonder if anyone's found a wall hack or something for this game yet, so you can go explore the rest of these levels.
Captain, Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
Alright, go for it.
The board is here. They found me somehow. They're about to blast my door open. I can't stop them from getting me, and there isn't enough time to explain everything. But there's something very important you need to remember. The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine. You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me. I'll never...
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible. How can I be of assistance?
Apparently the speedrunning in Aerosol. What, this game? I think the record right now is about 19 minutes, actually. I watched a speedrun on it, or some of a speedrun on it, on YouTube that was about 23 minutes or something like that, I think. But yeah, I saw a video in my playlist as I was scrolling through stuff. Well, not playlists, in my recommendations or whatever. As I was scrolling through stuff this morning or last night or something. I think it was like 18 minutes. 19 or something like that. But yeah, I gotta check that out and see what they... Because it was some weird stuff they were doing. It's always fun to watch speedruns when they do weird stuff like that, but yeah. Less than 20 minutes, apparently, with this game. And that does include the dumb ending, by the way. That's one of the tricks to the speedrun. You end the game at this point by skipping into the sun, by piloting yourself, because you pick the lowest intelligence level for your character. I don't know if anyone's doing speedrun with a good ending or not, but yeah. Talk to you later, Edo. 19 minutes. Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't be able to pick up anything. Alright, let's go see what's happened to Phineas. Sitting on the dock of the bay.
Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors?
Congratulations, Ada. Very well done. notes, eh? As per official arrest, blah, blah, blah. Failure to appear. Yes, we know. It's just corporate lols. Oh, shit. I forgot there are guys in here.
I'll keep it down.
Completely forgot there are still guards here. And they're pretty severe too. They're carrying those N-ray weapons. Melted me the first time I came in here. Absolutely melted me. Actually, there's a thought. I haven't even died once in this playthrough yet, have I? Now I've jinxed it, of course. Alright. Publishing last will and testament. Success. We didn't get his login info, did we? There was a different path to get here where you earn his trust a little bit better, and he gives you a password, I think, and that unlocks a secret weapon. Or we have to find the password, maybe. I forget which way it rolls. Yeah, too long didn't read. That was in a restaurant. It is pretty funny. I should have read it all, but I'll go back and read it all if we can get away with it. But basically it says, it's a notice of being arrested. It's your responsibility to turn up and take this note with you and all that kind of stuff. Did you leave anything in here? I think you did.
How'd you do that so fast?
Magic. What was that? Finn's Force, Specialist Choice, 630 DPS, Energy. Oh, there we go. I haven't checked my damage ratings in a while. It's heavy. It's also heavy. We can break that one down straight away. So this is burn damage. This does knockdown, but way more. Okay, we'll burn that away. I'm just going to sell that one. Automatic pistol. Quite like those. I'm going to hang on to that. The rest can stay. Right. I think we're going to have to take care of those guys out there anyway. So I just remembered what we need to do. There it is. Passcode in the pig. There is a note elsewhere in here somewhere. I think it might be on his console that tells you to look in the pig. Yeah, personal files. If this is Bob Crankypants, a prepared emergency package located in a hidden panel. Unlock the panel from remote terminal. Claim its contents immediately. Personal files. This is a whole bunch of stuff about his experiments and his regrets and failures and whatnot. I'm not going to even bother with that. Where's that panel at? Oh, it is back here. There it is. Tartarus. That's right. I remember now. The weapon was in the room, but the Tartarus key we needed to land on the Forbidden Planet was in there. Alright. So our lie's picked. A lockpick. I don't think we're going to need lockpick too much for the next bit, but just for the sake of it, I'm going to pump it out to 100. So now we can pick anything. And the rest, a little bit of extra heavy can't do any damage. Intimidate's too low to bother about at this point. A little extra sneak, actually. Yeah. Why not? Okay. Perk-wise, we want... Where is... Whenever you are affected by harmful compact effects, you deal increased damage. Melee damage, no. Area of effect damage, no. There is one here somewhere. Here we go. Something about blood and violence helps you focus. That's not disturbing. Your next attack after killing an enemy is a guaranteed critical hit. That's what I was after. Skadoosh. We are so dangerous. So dangerous. That level up sound effects good? Yeah. So I think it might be the loudest thing in the game. Alright. Let's clear these guys out. I'm not going to leave these guys alive.
For your friend, you just missed him. I can use this one!
Nope.
Nobody messes with you, boss!
Come on, we're off. There we go. Told you they'd end weapons. Tell you what. The first time I cleared those guys out, it was a fight for my goddamn life. That time, because of my awesome weapon, not so much. Well, Phineas is gone. This place is trashed. Shall we put Piggy out of his misery? No. He survived out here while Phineas was behind glass, so he'll be fine. Alright, let's read this info. As per official arrest protocol outlined in Defense Logistic Incarceration Document A43.21-6, the individual who has been detained at this location must appear at an official Halcyon court at the appointed date and time with this paperwork in order to register that they are indeed properly arrested for crimes listed under their name. Failure to appear at the appointed date and time with this paperwork will result in additional late fees and the rescheduling of the prisoner's appointed incarceration registration date. Failure to appear at subsequent court dates may incur additional fees. Halcyon Court is not responsible for missed appointments that are a consequence of being held within a locked cell or other high-security containment location. Please note that this is the only copy of this receipt that you will receive, and it is your responsibility to have it with you when you appear for your registration session. Wonderful little red tape thing. Those pigs, yeah, the pigs are supposed to creep you out. They're pigs deliberately designed with cysts that grow back so you can just keep harvesting the cysts for endless food source without killing the pig. That's the whole thing of those pigs. It's in a terminal somewhere. But yeah, that's the whole thing with the cysty pigs. You eat the cysts, the juicy, juicy cysts, and they just grow back.
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
Nice. Alright. We are about to enter the point of no return, by the way, people. Alright, let's see here. Let's see if we can tinker this anymore. Nope. Too expensive to tinker. Okay. Not so expensive to tinker. We'll give that one a tinkering. And this. Come on. Can we get it to 800? Nope, we're maxed out. I might as well max out this. I'm not going to need money for anything else at this point. We're maxed out. Too expensive, too expensive. Okay, what about modifications? What can we modify this with? We have weapon durability, don't really care about that. Attack speed, yes. Skadoosh. Now, it does have no extra damage. We can put Plasma or N-Ray. We're up against people in armor next. N-Ray's going to be the most useful. But it does drop down those things. Yeah, you know what? We're going with Plasma. N-Ray sounds cool, but it's just not that effective. Right, let's repair everything. Okay, forget about selling this at this point, actually. Break it down. Shock cannon. Keep it just in case we need... Now we've got the Ultra. 415. Okay, get rid of that. Not going to need that. That might go on one of our companions, actually. Same with those. Okay, Ellie, what are you dealing with melee? Yeah, okay, you can definitely have that. And your weapon is 629 heavy. How would you like a heavy machine gun? How about that? You are 746 on energy. I think you're pretty good with what you got there, pal. 301 with stagger, shock. Yeah, let's give you a little shock action there. And I'm gonna go ahead and break that down. Actually, we'll keep the pristine one. Okay, what can I do to my armor? What mods have I got left? I'm currently wearing Toughened. Next slot. Got nothing in this slot. Chrono Field Aggregator. Restores some of your TTD meter when you deal a critical hit. Hell yes. We're currently running the Hunter kit. Which does what? Ranged weapon plus 5. Yeah, we'll keep that. Thank you very much. And we're currently running Nightingale Step for stealth. What else we got? Armor mod. Backpack. Nope, we're going to keep Nightingale. All right. Going to run a manual save at this point. If you sell the meat, you don't have the pig, you have a cash cow. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. I think... Don't want to do that. We could try to return Giles' Sprats before we go. Everyone's probably still mad at us, and it won't give us enough XP to level up again, so... We could probably just ignore that, I think. Yeah. I don't care that much about his dead Sprats.
Captain, as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concerns.
Alrighty. What's everybody worried about?
Those board goons kidnapped Mr. Phineas and hauled him away to Tartarus. How are we gonna get him out?
I'm not one for pointless heroism, but the board's gonna be after us next. We gonna finish what we started?
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth. But that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain.
Can't abandon Phineas, we have to free him. What's the bad about the labyrinth? Figures I've got to be the one to save the day. That's Bob Crankypants.
Let's just do it. Kick down some doors, grab Doc Wells, and cut a path out. We don't need a plan. We got guns.
I'm sure the outlaw Phineas will appreciate you saving his day, as it were, Captain. If you really mean to do this, you should see to your final affairs and close out any unfinished business. Once you sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while. Or permanently.
We're doing it, everyone. Strap in.
If we don't make it, at least it'll be a great story.
Got my trusty tossball stick. Got my ass-kicking boots. I'm ready, boss.
Outstanding. You can count on us, Captain. We're crew. For real crew. That means we got each other's backs. Right?
Command not recognized.
Waiting on your command, Captain.
Right, in my very first playthrough of this, I actually got through this entire final stage without firing a single shot. I did it all with stealth and speech checks. Not one round loosed. Not from my gun, anyway. It's pretty incredible. Particularly how, you know, they built it up as super, super hardcore dangerous. But it's going to be different this time, because I've got a very different set of skills. Yeah, you're about to assault the labyrinth of Tartarus, determine the fate of Halcyon Colony. If there's anything you want to do before you enter the prison, do it now, before you cross the point of no return. Because, yeah, once you go here, there's no going back. You can't finish the game and then go back through and explore and find your side quests. This is it. But at least it does give you plenty of warning. It tells you like 3 or 4 times. And this is the final check. See? And there it goes again. Would you like to save? Are you absolutely sure? Super duper sure?
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time.
Alright, thank you, Ada.
Speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
This will be interesting.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy.
Really?
You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized.
You don't
At
say.
which point, your vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
This is in Terra 2, my mistake. How long will that take? Will the place get arrested? What the hell is with you people in landing violations? How would Bob Crankypants deal with this? How long will it take?
I wager it'll take a bit longer than it takes you to lose your patience and storm out of your ship looking to get shot. To be honest, that'd make my job a lot easier. You come out, we shoot you full of holes, and then everyone goes about their day worry-free. Except you. You'll be dead.
Ooh, here we go, lie 78. Fine. Execute the chairman's eyebrow stylist over lost biometric ID. That'll end well.
Wait, you're the stylist? Thanks the law you're here. Everyone knows how particular the chairman is about his eyebrows. Here, take my biometric ID instead. Anyway, Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the Groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated. Biometric ID received. Transferring data to external cartridge.
Worst
How can I be of
security
assistance?
officer ever.
See you soon, Captain.
I hope so, Ada. I hope so. Diddle-doo, diddle-doo. Alright. Don't think I'm going to bother trying to sneak past everybody. Just gonna see if we can pop off a few nice and quiet like. Increase our odds of not getting swamped.
Yeah! That's what you get!
And I always forget to tell those two to stay put.
I won't try that
The captain did right by us. Now it's our turn. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, Mardat.
Come on, get out of the way.
Don't mess with the best.
Bloody hell. Alright, wasn't quite expecting that level of armor. Bullet Sponge Magoo back there. Yeesh. Alright, what am I packing here? Coolsies. Long guns. Excellent. I am all boosted about the long guns. List of passwords, something called RAM. There are 3 columns, but only one is legible. The rest have been scratched out. Today's password from the column is Akande. That's probably helpful. Is there a terminal around here somewhere we can use it on? If you want to think of it. Danger music, danger music, danger! Well, so that's the stealth path we could have taken. Didn't really need to, but cool to know.
I never planned on seeing the inside of this place.
They say nobody's ever broken out of the labyrinth. Didn't say nothing about breaking in, though.
You know what, Felix? That's the smartest thing you've ever said.
Nice of them to leave us a few options.
Sublight has arrived. Hey, kid. A little bird told me you could use our help. I said I owed you one, and I always pay my debts. We're not about to leave our favorite vice president hung out to dry.
Alright, okay, take him out. I'm just trying to be sneaky here, guys. No problem.
And tell him Lillian sent you.
Didn't have their help last time, because, I pissed off Sublight. But I did have the MSI troops with me last time, so... To be honest with you, Sublights seem a bit more effective. Oh, I was doing that thing where it's dropping audio. Alright, sell junk. No point in not keeping on to that. Alright, so out of all the weapon, I need more light... wait, buy. Guns. Light ammo. Guns. Light ammo. We got a 25% surcharge because they hate us. Okay. So now, yeah, we're still a bit light on the light, but that should be enough. What else we got in here, by the way? Nothing too dramatic. Alright. Might as well do a quick repair room while we're here. No point not doing it. The pit. Okay, we should have lockpicking enough to get through here. That was my sarcasm voice, by the way, because we have 100 lockpicking, so... storage, architectural, nope, don't need to know any of that. Right. Don't think we need to know any of that. Oh wait, we have our holographic disguise, so just don't do anything suspicious and we should be fine. Beautiful. Okay. Where to now? Yeah, I think we'll just straight path it. Well, it looks like there's a long way around. That's interesting. Let's have a look at that.
All right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and fight!
Huh. How about that?
Heads up! Who's next? Nobody? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Can we do anything here? No. Alright. Alright, so... it might be worth seeing if this guy gets taken out. That way we'll save ourselves a speech check. Or not. I'll be damned. Whistle nonchalantly. You know how I said the first time I did this, I went complete stealth? I did it the hard way. I had to pass like 4 or 5 speech checks when I did this the first time. Although I guess it helps if I know the most efficient path. Because I was still learning the right path last time, so... But I did not know about that little ladder shortcut we just took. Oh. Are you ever going to turn around or something? We could try to make it. Oh shit. I'm going to try to make it. Diddly 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 dee. Shoot. Come on, reload! Fucking reload! Why does this reload twice? Wow. So not quite as stealthy as my first time then. I snuck past all those guys the first time. Took them all, did we? Pretty sure we took them all. Right, now, there's a distinct possibility this will crash the game. I don't know whether they fixed this bug yet. But there is a bug, if you try and step into this room, it just flat out crashes the game. So when I did this, it forced me to take a different path and do a different kind of ending. There are two ways around this. Either they've patched it, or I can shoot him without going into the room. Considering we're playing Bob Crankypants, I'm going to try and shoot him without going to the room, but I do want to see if they've fixed the bug yet. So I'll save there. Unfortunately for me, I didn't know about the bug first time I played this, and it set me back half the level, basically. Alright, so this may crash the game. Yep. Flat out hard crash. I still haven't patched it. Unbelievable. Come on, finish cloud syncing so I can start the game, please. Come on, Obsidian. Well, I mean, come on. Compared to the stability of Fallout 3, for example, one of the last games I worked on in this kind of style. But yeah, this is the only just hard bug that I know about, or at least one that I ran into. I'm just surprised they haven't patched it yet, because it's been known about since maybe day 2, maybe even day 1, depending on how many people went through it that quick. So we have an option here. Like I said, we can snipe him through the doorway. Once he's dead, I'm pretty sure we can walk into that room without any repercussions or crashes. It's just the triggering of that dialogue that's the crash. Or we can leave him alone and do what I did last time, and there's another path to go through to get up to where Phineas is being held by what's-her-face? Cranky bitch. But I don't know what happens if you do this, so we're going to do this.
Staying out of sight.
Bye, GM Rockwell. Oh, that's Felix. Okay, so let's throw down another save just in case it does crash. Yeah. So it's either triggering the dialogue or the disguise failing at that point that causes the crash. So like I said, once he's dead, And there's no one else left to detect you. You're fine. Shame. But I've got saves of both my playthroughs at that point. So when they do fix the bug, I can come back through and try it a different way. Nothing but messages. Trying to get straight with the candy's orders. Okay. Bring a VIP for interment. Security's ramping up. Sorry for the inconvenience. It's a fine mess down here. Said something about recording an announcement. They're all overly excited. Hush, hush. But I guess this VIP's been on the run for a while. This is all about Phineas. Appreciate it. You know her. If we miss a check on the list, it'll be our heads. You have no idea how tough it is. Getting fucking green top. Oh, they have green screen trouble too. Oh wait, they didn't even get a green top. They painted it. Cute detail. Yeah, so the alternate path is to go all the way around that rim, and there's you can jump over. You can jump over this thing here, going hop, 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 and getting over it, and that's the way around to this elevator.
About a blasted lab coat.
Gonna get busted. Gonna get busted. Ooh, we're cool. I mean, I've got 3 speech checks to go, but... Oh.
Pulse. Security patrol initiate.
Are you
Hello?
new here? I didn't think we were hiring more staff.
I'm aside to test your security procedures. Congratulations, you pass. Never gonna lie.
Oh, that's great. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you for your vigilant service. Carry on.
Yes, sir.
Terminating security search.
You, ain't feeling jittery, are you?
A little bit.
I'm not.
Hope you're right about this, Captain.
Alright, let's see how this plays out.
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life. You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty.
And the first time I went through this, I talked her all the way around into just giving up and walking away. She literally just walked away. It was an incredible speech tree. So fun. But I do not have the persuasion to do it this time. So this is going to be very different. It's over. Stand down. We're liberating Halcyon. There's not a damn thing can stop us. You sure love talking. Do you pay by the word? Crankypants.
Typical. Running your mouth in the middle of a crisis. It's almost as if you delight in chaos. I should have dealt with you a long time ago. You were always too dangerous to leave unchecked.
Too dangerous. So dangerous. Can we hurry it along? I've got a colony to save.
Leaving you alive was my greatest mistake. But it is a mistake I intend to correct. I have Dr. Wells in my custody.
I can see that.
Once I've secured his cooperation, I can move forward with the program. I can repair the damage you've done. I can set things right.
Power mad. Don't test me. It's bad for your health. That's totally Bob Crankypants right there. Not living without him. Don't enjoy the thought of killing you. You know what? Bob Crankypants all the way.
I'm aware of your propensity for violence. Halcyon is a bloodier place because of you. I wish you'd simply cooperated with me. You're the finest marksman in Halcyon. You could have been my gun.
You're breathtaking! You're all breathtaking!
I'm rescuing Phineas, and I'm going through you if I have to. Do you worse, you psychopath. Number 2.
I had a feeling you'd say that. This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on sight and rinse your remains down a drain. And don't worry. I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically, or something.
Forgot about that guy. I did not have to fight the auto-mechanical boss monster when I did this, because I talked her out of it. She never activated him. Oh, I've made a mistake. Small error in judgment. I can't get a read on him through the glass, damn it. Right. There's probably no way to stealth around him, is there? If there is, we should do it this side of the room, because that's where the door is. Okay, what have I got? Shock weapon wise. Ultra cannon. Not very powerful. It's going to be that if it's anything. Going to put the shock in case of melee, because we're going to need melee. That boss looks like Samon Robotics. Well, same manufacturer. Roboroids. Yes, Samon Roboroids. Man, I totally forgot I have to fight this fucker. There's no way to skip past him, is there? He's right there waiting for me. I could probably... I wonder if I can bait him up the stairs, get him in a pinch. Oh, bloody hell. He has a charge attack. I'm locked in. There it is. There's his weak spot. Bloody hell! Am I seriously locked in? Sealed. Run! Fucking run! Why can't I run? Nope, okay. Oh shit! All right. Not bad. What was that? Oh.
Why won't you just go? More
warmed up now.
Didn't even get to finish saying die, did you? Oh man, I got blew her head clean off. All the way. All the way clean off.
Get me out of here!
What up, dude? Whew.
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough.
Bob Crankypants, at your service. Are you kidding? The board never stood a chance. Do you have any idea how much trouble I went through to save you? That's Bob Crankypants.
What? Break into the most heavily guarded facility in the most hostile world in Halcyon? No, I have absolutely no idea how you did it. You're a goddamn miracle worker. You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish.
Indeed.
You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
I'm gonna have to head off and... I see what you did there. Head off. You're gonna have to head off and sleep. Hey, skull kid. Alright, you head off. See you tomorrow, I reckon. Really not in the mood for your theatrics. Phineas.
Theatrics? Merciful law, I wish I were exaggerating. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
Hold on, Doc. Are you telling me the Earth went dark 3 years ago, and the board's just been covering this up?
They've been incredibly effective at concealing the truth. Right now, the only people in the colony who know are standing in this room.
They haven't exactly been hands-on around here anyway. So there's one less rubber stamp to worry about.
Earth is humanity's home planet, Miss Fenhill. The psychological effects of losing our original home will be devastating. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
I will rule with an iron fist. We have a lot of work ahead of us. Let's get started.
Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
I say you lack imagination. Somebody has to run this colony. I'm the only competent person left. You can count on me. I'm going to do what I've always done. Whatever I want, all the time.
You've certainly earned your freedom. Halcyon is a better place with you around. You've kept your end of our bargain. Now it's time I kept mine. I'll revive the Hope's colonists myself, and we'll get on with the business of saving this colony. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free.
Freedom!
Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
All right, let's find out what happened.
The
The
OSI
OSI
teaches that everything in the universe
read it for us.
happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on.
You're not wrong, T-Dog, you're not wrong.
In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Sanjar's civil liberties and worker-centric policies were slow to catch on with the other corporations. But as Halcyon began its long, arduous journey toward recovery, many of Terra 2's small townships started adopting MSI's alternative corporate structure, and eventually became entirely self-sufficient. In the coming years, many of these townships managed to eke by, where otherwise they might have starved. Bolstered by her status as savior of humanity, Lilia Hagen ushered Sublight Salvage to a new golden age. Her company grew bolder and more transparent over time, muddying the line between lawful and criminal for the entire colony. The Sublight family would thrive for years to come. In the end, after years of struggling against its own obsolescence, Edgewater lost a battle of attrition to plague, marauder attacks, and desertion. Edgewater was never visited by another stranger, with the exception of a small party of marauders who raided what was left of its cantina. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Your influence further cemented Ellie's perspective. She understood she could never truly rely on others, so she set about making sure she wouldn't have to. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She enjoyed a long and infamous career running missions across the system.
Good for her.
Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. Though Parvati eventually grew comfortable aboard the Unreliable, she never quite came out of her shell. She seemed to prefer the company of Ada to the crew, and she could often be found neck-deep in cables and grease, telling Ada funny stories from her childhood. While the colony fell into chaos, she found an island of relative peace with Ada, and they formed an unusual bond. She decided to remain aboard the Unreliable permanently as its chief and sole engineer. As hard as she tried to drink them away, Nyoka's memories eventually overcame her. Traveling with the crew served as a constant reminder of the family she'd lost, and so she eventually returned to Monarch to get back to what she found most comfortable, the deep end of a bottle and the far end of a trail. Few have seen her since, but travelers often swear they hear her and her machine gun in the night, screaming swears and spitting bullets. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? You brought an end to the chaos on Tartarus and left Dr. Wells to his own devices. The affairs of the colony never distracted you from living out your own dreams, to captain a ship, to sail the ether, and to earn a reputation as the greatest spacer Halcyon ever had. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
The story of Bob Crankypants. Well, a terrible ending. Not quite as glorious as my first playthrough's ending, which was very upbeat. Yeah. Right. Can we Whoops, didn't mean to do that. I wanted to look at the save games to see how long that playthrough was. 15 hours. So, yeah, a full 11 hours quicker than my first playthrough, where I did a lot more exploring, read a lot more terminals, and did a lot more side quests. Very, very different playthrough, and felt very, very cool. Where is my save file from other one? Where are we? Scroll down, 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 down. Yeah, there we go. I think that was the final save from my last playthrough. Shovelly Joe got to level 28 and 26, nearly 27 hours. And Bob Crankypants, level 26. So, despite skipping a whole bunch of optional side quests, we still leveled up almost as much. It's probably because we killed more things. Interesting. Like that ending? Can I see what ending I get? Yeah. I'll be interested to see, like there's so many different ways you could play through this and get very different endings. I'm not sure how many different variations for each character point there is, but yeah, that was a noticeably different playthrough, noticeably different ending to my first playthrough. It's quite a lot of fun. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. I will start feeding up the full replay of this to the secondary YouTube channel, so you can relive it or catch up or whatnot. Might as well. I recorded it all. Might be like the Minecraft stuff and not get many views, but at least it'll be there. I like to have it there. At least we've done a nice full bookended playthrough of the Outer Worlds on here, because yeah, I streamed the first few hours of my first playthrough, of course, but then played a hell of a lot of it off stream. So I thought, yeah, might as well do the second one fully streamed. No progress off stream. So there you go. Thank you ever so much for your company and support today and throughout this playthrough. Don't know what we're going to stream tomorrow. Might do Minecraft. Might do a double Minecraft weekend. Who knows? Figure something out. Might do a bit of Pokemon, actually. Warm up for next week. What do you reckon? T-Dog, you'd be into that, won't you? But until then, again, thank you ever so much for your support and company. And I hope you've enjoyed yourself nearly as much as I did. Not one of them. I don't even know how many times I'm going to play through this game in the coming years, but it's going to be a few. Quite a few. Thank you.